Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping into a match with Clint, and guess who we're up against? Yep, Hanabi. Now, whenever I play Clint, my first item is always Fury Hammer. Why? Simple. It gives you 12 physical penetration and 35 physical attack, all for just 830 gold. That's a crazy good value for early game damage. Actually, not just for Clint. I build this item first on most physical heroes I use. It gives you that early punch you need to dominate the lane and pressure the enemy hard right from the start. Trust me, it's small, cheap, and hits like a truck. When it comes to emblems, I use Quantum Charge and other movement speed emblems on Clint. Why? Because he seriously lacks mobility, and that makes him an easy target for ganks. Quantum Charge helps fix that by giving me extra movement speed and sustain during trades. Now, this is just my personal preference. A lot of players use different emblems on Clint depending on their playstyle, but I usually go for movement speed-focused setups. It helps me rotate faster and even handle double laning when needed. Anyway, keep a close eye on our roamer Mini Sithar. He was busy helping Kalia in the early game by clearing jungle camps, maybe even sharing stories about how they both ended up being the dark system. Or maybe I'm just playing the game the wrong way. Who knows? Maybe it's some new strategy in the meta that I'm totally unaware of. Here, I was trying to check if someone was hiding in the bush by hitting the gold crab. Usually, if someone's in the bush, the crab moves toward it when you hit it. But if they're standing at the very edge of the bush, like way on the side, it doesn't react. And that's exactly what happened here. I got baited and ended up having to burn my flicker. But I bet Hanabi wasn't even thinking that I was thinking this. In other words, I was trying to use big brain plays against someone who wasn't thinking at all. Here I went for double laning while Hanabi just settled for the gold crab. Meanwhile, our Nana had no plans of taking mid, probably because the whole team was playing around Hyper Kalia. It's totally made sense. The first item I build on Clint is Malefic Gun, which might be very different from what you're used to. A lot of players prefer starting with Endless Battle, and that's totally fine. I use this build and emblem setup because it fits my playstyle. So, should you try my build and emblem? Sure you can, but at the end of the day, it all depends on what works best for you. My team lost the first turtle, and right after that, they started taking a fight in the mid lane. So I tried to back them up by rotating and joining the fight. Here, I thought I was dead. I was out of mana, had just used my dash skill.
Bruh.
Bro was really locked on. Felt like this Nana was Gusion's ex. Anyway, when you're playing Clint, always remember to make full use of his range, especially his passive, which increases his enhanced attack range after every skill cast. And most importantly, always try to land your third skill if you really want to unlock Clint's full potential. You know why most marksman players are, well, kinda trash? Is it because they die 5 times every game? Technically, yes. But the real reason is that most of them don't use their range properly. That's why they end up with so many losses in their match history. And here's something even more important. Your ping matters. A lot. Especially if you're playing marksman or assassin. A good marksman knows how to reposition after every basic attack. But I've seen so many players who just stand and shoot without adjusting their position, and that's how they get caught. Even if you try to position well, if your ping is high, like above 60, you'll feel that delay, and it makes a big difference in team fights. I know this from experience. I used to play on 80 to 90 ping, and my gameplay felt off. But ever since I switched to a stable 30 to 40 ping, my marksman performance improved instantly. And no, it's not because I suddenly trained harder. It's just that important. Once again, my team was busy brawling down in bot and mid, like it was some kind of all-out street fight. But hey, the good news, they were actually winning, which gave me free farm. Even better, they left Hanabi alone with me. And you already know what Clint does to Hanabi. He delivers justice. Now their Rafaela kept resurrecting Hanabi and Gusion the entire game, for reasons I honestly don't understand. But it doesn't matter, because in the end, justice will be served. And for the fourth item, I went with Sea Halberd. It provides anti-heal, which honestly wasn't even necessary in this match, but I built it anyway. Plus, healing has already been nerfed, so maybe it was overkill, but hey, better safe than sorry.
Fire in my veins.
As I mentioned earlier, I went with Quantum Charge and other movement speed emblems, and this is exactly where it paid off. While my team was fighting in the bot lane, I quickly rotated there, joined the fight, destroyed a tower, and still made it back to my own lane in time. That mobility makes a huge difference.
You couldn't hit the broadside of the dragon.
Notice how I used my skills here. I was carefully aiming each one to hit Hanabi directly. Proper skill placement makes all the difference. And then there's Rafaela, constantly reviving their marksman, Hanabi. I honestly don't know why. At this point, she's just wasting her time and effort, bringing Hanabi back only to watch her die all over again. Or maybe this was her plan all along.
This ain't no ordinary flame. You got it deep.
Killing spree.
Well, look who's here. Hanabi trying to take the red buff, and then honestly, I have no idea why. I seriously doubt she even knows what she's doing at this point. Anyway, jokes aside, I don't hold anything personal against players using Hanabi or Min Sithar in this match. Except, I really hate Hanabi. I don't trash talk in-game, but when I'm making a video, I do criticize players, and I think that's fair. When someone makes bad plays, we call it out. When they make good plays, we appreciate it. That applies to me, too. If I mess up, feel free to criticize me. But I don't play bad. So good luck with that.
Burn like brimstone.
All right, let's sum it up. When you're playing Clint, make sure to fully use his range. That's his biggest strength. Aim your skills carefully, especially to trigger his passive and land that burst damage. If you do that, trust me, your Clint will start feeling way sharper than before.
Hot enough for you?
You guys know I never tell you to subscribe to my channel, and this time, yeah, I'm still not gonna tell you to subscribe. Because let's be honest, most of you don't even press the bell icon anyway. So you miss the notification, I miss the early views, and the cycle continues. It's fine though. You already make questionable decisions in-game. I'll just leave this one up to you.